Hello, welcome to our final round for Season 2 of the Bskit Manufacturer Showdown. To get things rolling, I should bring in our benchmark car, but first, let me introduce you to CBA 2000, for when I really don't want to deal with this.
The
Bskit BVS.
Bskit decided to take on the supercar industry but producing a more affordable supercar than what everyone else had been doing, while not skipping on anything important. The engineers started with a carbon fiber monocoque matched up with a fiberglass outer shell. To keep costs down, they opted for double wishbone suspension all around. The car is powered by a 3.8-liter naturally aspirated V8 mounted longitudinally in the middle of the car, making 400 horsepower and 300 pounds of torque. This is paired to an all-wheel drive drivetrain that kick-started Bskit's 90s all-wheel drive craze that will propel the car up to a top speed of 190 miles per hour. Just because the car is cheap, relatively, doesn't mean you will be missing out on comfort, featuring a fully handmade interior using Bskit's racing seats as a base for the chairs and offering exposed aluminum or carbon trim. This is then paired with a top-of-the-range cassette stereo and speakers. The Bskit BVS is no compromised supercar built to battle the $1 million price tags at only $312K.
The Bskit BVS managed a lap time of 0:11.497. In last place is Isaac Inc. with the
Akira Iroku Akira Presensu, Sanhan Ritori Inran Roku Abo, 72nd Yun, Ho Spawa, and 567th take. Hikari Sansa Nuna Pond Keti Hebi Dezain Makieto Kirai. Butanero Gai Alba Sanhan Arawundo Faniyo. Akira wa 127,127,439,395 yen. Death. Akira Hour, it was great.
The car got a lap time of 1:14.763. Bolt is next with the Kuno, and managed a lap time of 1:14.682.
By the 80s, Bolt felt a sort of internal pressure. They had built a reputation of making good cars, but they felt their sales could be better. The higher-ups sat around for a while and pondered what they could possibly do to boost them. If the cars were competitive, why was no one buying them? Eventually Bolt came to the conclusion that other companies simply had bigger and better names. Sure, you could have the solid reliable Bolt, or you could have something flashy and dazzling. So they got to work coming up with some wild machines, but ask anyone and they'll tell you Bolt's frenzy culminated with this car. Part of Bolt's plan was to give the car different exotic names for different markets. Left curly bracket boys, you might want to skip the stuff in red, if you wanna have a functioning brain or mount afterwards, right curly bracket. Europe, the car was sold as the Beam.NG, named after a Finnish hero god. Africa got the Sudicum, sharing a name with an Angolan thunder god. Bolt's home market of Oceania received the Tuwiring, another weather god of the Maori. North America was blessed with the Chalchiuteklal, yet another weather god, this one Aztec, noticing a theme here yet. In Asia, it was called the Ajishikidakatiko no Kami, and yes, Japanese thunder god. No one at Bolt could ever pronounce that one right even after many hours, so they figured that would really drive the marketing home. However, despite only accounting for 2% of the car's sales, the South American market name is the one most know the car by. Perhaps it's the relative simplicity, or maybe it's the fact that this god is more than just a thunder god, but Kuno is the moniker that the world latched onto most. Right square bracket, right square bracket, right square bracket. God of the sky as well as a certain white powder, Kuno seemed fitting for the creation Bolt conjured up. Sold exclusively in a pink and teal color scheme and an electrifying sticker package, the Bolt Kuno featured a very complex engine. Step 1 in the development process, slam 2 Safety 2 V6s together. Step 2, slap 2 turbos on it. For legality's sake, step 3 is classified information. The end result? 1,450 glorious horsepower and a car that'll do a sub-10 second 1/4 mile from factory. And at $2.02 million, the price tag just adds to the absurdity of the machine. If you offer it enough sacrifices, it might just turn a corner for you too. At the end of the day, Bolt set out to create something one of a kind, something the world had never seen before, something that would put Bolt back into the minds of the public, and the Kuno did just that.
In 6th is Wolf with the 621-E. Managed a lap time of 1 minute 14.268.
The Wolf 621E, a rarity in the Wolf lineup. This V12 powered beacon will see you roaring down the road in a flash. This 2-seater space frame rocket will have you saying go, baby, go, as you ride off into the sunset.
Then we have SMH with the Bozy and managed a lap time of 1 minute 12.226. Unfortunately, they failed to provide a description for their car. Narrowly missing out on 3rd to Bissen is the Calcedonia with the Usurge. They managed a lap time of 1 minute 11.933.
In 1989, Caledonia decided to make an exclusive supercar to compete with the 200 miles per hour record-breaking beasts. The result was the Usurge. This was a car with a mid-mounted, 554 HP 4.4-liter V8 that took it from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 3.3 seconds, and on to 185 miles per hour. Only 45 were ever sold, making the car extremely rare. And the price for this ticket into a world of exclusivity? Just $500,000.
Coming in 2nd place is Helvetii with the The car managed a time of 1 minute 11.294.
Helvetii went into that good old time machine again, this time into the 80s. What could possibly go wrong with a supercar body, a 3.3L naturally aspirated V8 putting out 490 HP in a predictable engine curve, the best interior we've crammed in a car yet, and a carbon fiber monocoque chassis with nearly the best suspension and road tires available. The left square bracket redacted right square bracket is sure to cause some havoc. Let it rip, boy.
This leaves Withenwork with the I'm not even going to bother with that managed a lap time of 1 minute 10.694.
The Wyvern Works Landfirwil Glingilgajrich Weird Drobwil Land Vasiliogogogoch is a coach-built project, a unique one-of-a-kind car built for a wealthy gentleman from Landfirwil Glingilgajrich Weird Drobwil Land Vasiliogogogoch who requested that the car be named after his hometown in Anglesey, Landfirwil Glingilgajrich Weird Drobwil Land Vasiliogogogoch. The Landfirwil Glingilgajrich Weird Drobwil Land Vasiliogogogoch comes equipped with a twin-turbo 3LF6 reverse-engineered from the Santa Fe Donor car, 450 torques and horsepowers and only weighs a mite over 2,000 pounds. The Landwehrwilgwingelgajarich Vasiliogogogoch also set its owner back reportedly nearly $2.5 million over the course of its 5 revisions, but it's sure a head turner in Landwehrwilgwingelgajarich Vasiliogogogoch.
Right, on to our leaderboard. Now for the points earned. And for our final totals. I shall see you all next time for our season ending award show.